everybody, Bobby here, and it's finally time to review the ultimate Halloween 2018 Michael Myers from Neca Toys. So, just getting into the box, we got the poster, we have that includes the light up flickering pumpkin. On the side, we just got Halloween, same thing on this side, on the top as well. On the bottom, just got instructions for the pumpkin. On the back, we just got pictures of Michael, Halloween, and a little bit of a description about the movie. And then the side, we have a picture of Michael ready to hunt you down, and we have a little bit of a cardboard insert showing off the inside of the house, the doorway, and a little bit of a pumpkin lighting up there in this background. Alright, let's go ahead and see what the figure looks like. Alright, so let's get into articulation. His head is on a ball joint, and his mask does not hinder it, so that's great. His arms go out about that much. Go all the way around. Double hinge at the elbow, which is pretty good. A lot better than the Ash vs. Evil Dead Ash, which had the same thing. Hand is on a swivel. It's a little bit different. I'll pop the hand out to show you. The way it is now, instead of it just being on a ball joint, it's on a hinge. So, the really only difficult thing is if the joint goes all the way in there, it's a little bit hard to pull it out. But other than that, really no issue with it. It's really not that big of an issue with the change in articulation. It's really not that much different. It hinges up and down, alright, and it can swivel, so you know, you still get your poses. Michael's legs go out about that much. They go up about that much, and back about that much. And bend at the knee, swivel in the knee, and foot goes up about that much, down about that much, hinge, and that's about it. Other than that, Michael is pretty good. No, there is no joint in the torso areas, mainly due to the way his jumpsuit's made. You don't really need it anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I thought there was a little bit of a joint in here, but yeah, I think it's just the way the plastic is so flexible on the figure, on the rubber suit area. So, yeah, it's still a pretty good figure. Getting into Michael's accessories, we'll go with his hands. To be warned, to warn you, his accessories, some of his accessories are a little bit of a spoiler of the movie. So if you haven't seen Halloween 2018, I do recommend that you go see the film before you see this review. It doesn't necessarily spoil too much. It is a Halloween film, so it's not the biggest movie to be spoiled, but if you haven't seen it, I do recommend you go see it before the review. Alright, so since we got that out of the way, looking at the hands he has on him, he has a relaxed, bloody hand. And he has a bloodied knife or weapon holding hand. He also has a knife holding hand for this arm, which is basically almost similar to this one. It's just a little bit different blood pattern. We have a choking hand for this arm. Not for this arm, no. And it looks like there's some blood on his fingers, his hands. It looks like he got a hold of someone pretty good. And he also has a relaxed hand. And this one not as bloody as that one. And if you've seen the film, by the way, I think it was yesterday, the Laurie Strode figure got put on pre-order, and I ordered it. So whenever that comes out around spring, you know there'll be a review here. But in the movie, Laurie, if you haven't seen the film, click off now. It's a spoiler. You've been warned. Comes with the gunshot wounded hand that blowed off his 2 fingers. That was really cool. It's very scarred up looking. You know, if you want me to, if you want to see what they look like with these hands on, I mean, it's a little weird getting them on with the new articulation this figure has incorporated into it, but it's not too difficult to get on. Amen. Peace. Well, that's not really the peace symbol, but getting more. Get his weapon hand back in there. It's a lot easier. Like I said, it's a lot easier to do this off camera. That way, I don't break the figure trying to do this. So getting all that out of the way, Mike's also got an alternate head. This one having the blackout eyes. This one showing the eyes. You can't really see them due to the, you know, how dark it is kind of in my room, but maybe this can help you see it a little bit better. And that looks like it's too bright of a light. Hold on. Try this light. That looks like I could show it a little bit better. Just go ahead and pull the head off. It's really difficult to do that on camera, but you can see the eyes in there. We'll go and put that head to the side and put this head on. And we'll go ahead and show his weapons he comes with. So, first off, we'll show his first weapon he gets in the movie. A bloody hammer. He holds it decent, I guess. I mean, it's just a hammer. I still say we should have probably gotten a hammer for part 2, Jason, but we never did. But you can always put this with it. Don't know how accurate it'd be, but you can. He also comes with his main weapon, a knife. It's got like a black wash to the blade, so that's pretty good. It's got a little bit of a point to it. And you can have him holding it on either weapon holding hand. So, and he holds it, you know, good, like any Michael Myers should. He can do a slashing pose. It's really hard to pose him with his leg being longer than the other. That is an issue. His leg joint is popped out a little bit further than the other one, so it is a little bit longer than the other, you can see. And that's really the main complaint I have with this figure. But if you can get him in a pose like this, he should be fine. And you can still get him in his little stabbing pose. You know, and getting his final weapon, he has a fire poker. Now, unfortunately, I lost my Friday the 13th Part 3 fire poker a long time ago, so I could definitely use this one for Jason, although it doesn't really look identical to that one. It is a little flexible, I guess, since it's very thin plastic, but don't, you know, still be careful with it. The handle is a little weird because it's not really a handle, but you can get him to hold it. Not that he really does much with this weapon anyways in the movie. I wish he would have came with that weird chain thing where he used to choke that one guy out. That would have been cool to have. Speaking of victims, he also comes with one of his victims' heads made into a jack-o'-lantern. Interesting fact, this guy was the person who did the special effects from them in the movie. Pretty interesting. Sculpt's alright. No, it's really very gory. I mean, he's all slashed and cut up. His head's been all gutted out. He is very squishy too. His head's kind of really squishy, really weird. I have a little LED light here that you can put them on. This doesn't obviously come with the thing, but I'm just stating that. That's obvious, but he doesn't come with anything to light its head up, but in the movie, it's a flashlight. If you can work, I've seen people work some now where they have a little flashlight in there. If you can do that, that's cool. I'm just going to have it displayed on the ground or something. Don't really care. But, you know, it's cool to see and show. His other accessory is obviously the pumpkin. Showing the pumpkin off real quick. I don't know, it's just a weird pumpkin with the hearts and all. It's from the movie, it's fine, but I just would have preferred a more standard looking pumpkin. But this is from the movie, so it's alright. And also, I have a couple of other pumpkins in my collection, so it's not a big deal. With light up feature, we'll go ahead and turn the lights out. See what it looks like with the lights out. Looks pretty good. And you can see it flickers, so it's got that going for it. Pretty good. Alright, I'll just go ahead and turn the lights back on. And I want to compare this pumpkin with the other Neca pumpkin we got from the cult classic Myers. Obviously, the design of this pumpkin I like better than this one, but this one's got a pretty good light up feature. With this one, you have to hold the stem to keep it light up, and mine doesn't even have a light up feature, which sucks. And to put another pumpkin out there, just move Michael to the back here. Sorry, Mike. Come on, stand. There we go. Showing off the 112 pumpkin. You know, you got a little pumpkin display here, so that's cool. This is my favorite pumpkin, still, and it always will. Second, that's my third, but I like the design better than all these. This one has the best design out of all of them, in my opinion. And comparing it to another thing, we're going to pull out the... We also have a Judith Myers Tombstone to go with Michael here. And it's, you know, probably the least favorite thing in this box. Well, maybe not the least, but it's definitely a bummer. Look how flat it is. It's very cheapy looking, to be honest. It looks accurate, but it's very... I mean, it's more accurate than the original Myers one had in that box set. Whichever original Neca Myers had a tombstone. I think that was the Evolution of Evil. That one had a typo on the tombstone, I believe. So I guess it's more accurate than that, but that one looked a lot better. But if you have the 112 Collectibles Myers, Judith Myers Tombstone, I would definitely prefer to display it with that one. Doesn't that look a lot better? I think it does. But you're comparing a $26 figure to an $80 figure, and it's really not comparable, and it fell. It's very heavy. Comparing it to some other NECA tombstones, however, we have the Dream Sequence Jason tombstone. Well, not tombstone, but I guess grave marker, I guess you'd call it. I don't know. We got the Part 4 Pamela tombstone and the Part 6 Jason tombstone. You have yourself a little graveyard here with this. Some odd reason my 112 Collectibles tombstone doesn't want to stand on its own. It is heavy, but I do want to compare him to the other Michaels in my collection, the other two Michaels. Since we got them out, here is the original NECA Myers, the cult classic. And here is the 112 Collectibles Myers. Out of these Myers, I have to say my favorite one is this guy right here. Even though he's got some problems in the foot, the best looking Myers, the best articulated Myers, this guy right here. Yeah, this Myers might have double jointed knees. This one's got double jointed elbows though. Yeah, whatever. This one's not the right size I want it to be anyways. If you want to have if you want to have Jason versus Michael Myers, you gotta have this guy. Otherwise, you're either gonna have a too small Myers or a too tall Myers. But this one is just right. It's like that story. This one's too big. This one's too small. This one is just right. Here's Michael compared to other NECA figures in my collection, like Part 5 Dream Sequence Jason, Dream Warriors Freddy, and Leatherface. Here's the Ultimate Myers compared to the Ultimate Bride of Chucky 2-pack. Here he is compared to the 112 Collectibles Ash. So this is probably your best bet on getting a affordable Michael Myers with a good assortment of accessories and articulation. $26 isn't bad for him. It's really good. I mean, if you're wanting any Michael Myers figure, the NECA ones, the earlier one that is, they're gonna go up to about a few hundred, maybe I paid for mine about 160 at a convention, which was about overpriced due to the box being destroyed, but I really wanted it, and I didn't feel like haggling. The Mezco being $80 isn't terrible, but seeing that it's pretty small and that's sold out, so it's probably going to cost more than $80, I don't know about that. If you're one of the lucky few that has it, I still recommend picking this guy up, mainly because, well, it's probably the only 2018 figure you're going to get unless Neca does more, meaning a retro cloth or a 1/4 scale. Other than that, I think this is probably the best Michael Myers figure you can get. Yeah, it's based off of the 2018 film, but it doesn't matter. It still works good. And I can't wait to pose this guy when Laurie Strode comes to home. I am just so excited to put her on the shelf with this guy. So what am I going to give this guy? I think I'm going to give Michael a 9 out of 10. Like I said, good articulation, good accessories, good figure. I don't know when the next figure / movie reviews are going to be. Probably not for a while. I think I'm going to take a break. I think I might start doing some video game live streams again. Maybe possibly starting to do them on Twitch, if that's something you guys are interested in. But other than that, I think I might be taking a little bit of a hiatus. At least until I get some new merchandise to review. Other than that, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bobby, out!